Good morning, everybody. This is Terry from Allen Art and Design. Welcome to my channel. We're going to work on this flip-flop journal that I introduced yesterday. I was going to work on it yesterday, but I decided to wait until today. So let's get started. I put a clip to hold these pages back. This is just a hair clip, but you can use bull clips, these little clips you get at the Dollar Tree. These are little metal clips, so anything to hold it back works. So I've decided to cover this page. Just gonna glue it on. Okay. Some people decorate their pages before they sew them into the journal, but I just like to get the pages in the book and just decorate as I go. So I'm just going to do one side at a time. This makes a pocket when you fold it up like that. And I don't mind that you can see the paper underneath. I'm fine with that. And once I glue both of these pages down, I'll trim the top. So now we'll do this other page. Plenty of glue. Try to get all the edges. And you can cover this if it bothers you with washi tape, but I like the green, so it's fine. So I did go and buy myself a new sharp pair of scissors, because when you work with paper, your scissors get dull very quickly. Oops, so that wasn't very straight, so we'll just go ahead and straighten it out. That's one of the things about once you put the pages in, it is a little bit more difficult to trim things and stuff like that, but it's fine. And then I will go back and find an image to put there. Let's see what's next, what needs to be covered. I've done quite a bit. I've already finished the first signature. This is the second one, and I've done quite a bit. We can go ahead and make a card. I have a basket over here next to me that has all kinds of things that I thought I might be able to use. Let's see what we can find. Let's see. That's a whole page. This might be nice. I just like the black and white image. And everything doesn't have to be perfect. Everything doesn't have to be straight. It's a junk journal. This is just an image from a book. I'll try to straighten it up a little bit, but I'm not too concerned about it. What I do like to use, I like to use these end papers. These are from books, and these make great backing for cards. So this is an end paper right here. I love these ones with patterns on it and color, but a lot of times it's just this blank that I'm looking for, because it's going to be great for the back of a card. So I have a whole bunch of these, so I'll just try to find one that fits. We don't want anything that matches. We kind of want something with a little bit of contrast. So that looks good. And I don't mind the rough edges on there. Like I said, it doesn't have to be perfect. We're not looking for perfection. We're looking for something unique. Oh, yep. Is that the right one? No, it isn't. This is the one I want to use. And I have 2 of these sheets. So we can just go ahead and glue this down. Just make sure you get the edges. That's the most important thing, because you don't want your edges coming up, especially if it's something that's going to be sliding in and out of a pocket. Plenty of glue. And then you can just glue it on. So that's the back we can write on, and that's the front. And I'll probably add something right here later. And then because I kept open the side of the pocket, you can just slide that in. And even if it's bigger than that, it's okay because we made room for it. Let's see what else we have to do. This one, I don't think this is big enough, but I love the image, so I'm going to keep that. I think I have something here that might work better. Let's see what we have over here. Actually, I don't mind that. That would be nice. So I'm just going to cut that. Just going to glue that right on there. I think I'm going to get a glue page. So I'm not gluing all over my mat. There we go. So if you just get all those edges and then the middle, you're good. And I like how you can see the green. I'm fine with that. And you can always add an image on top later. Right now, I'm just trying to cover some pages. Like that. It's a little crooked, so I'm going to try to straighten that out. Okay, all right, so I like this one, so let's get that one down. Sorry, I had to turn off my music because there was a commercial. I've got to sign up for ad-free music so that I can have a little bit of music in the background. But for right now, oh, that's a pretty image on the back too, but I like this one. So we're gonna put that down. And I love this paper. This came from a calligraphy book. And I love, when I was a kid, my favorite thing in elementary school was, they used to call it penmanship, where they taught you how to write really neatly. And it was just something really fun, and I loved writing these letters over and over again. It was just a lot of fun. And I think I have really good penmanship now because of it. But it was just really something fun to do. A lot of kids didn't like doing it, but I did. So that's why I'm attracted to these kind of things. I've got a couple of calligraphy books, and I pull the pages out of those and add them into my journals. This one needs to be backed on something. Let me see. Some of the end papers have beautiful patterns on them like this. So this would be really nice. I'll just cut that. Save that piece because I can always use that to decorate with. Let's see, where am I putting this? So yeah, that'll fit in there. Just cover it with glue again. Today we're just playing with glue. I've got a busy weekend with my grandkids. I have a little granddaughter that's going to be 6 months old next week. I have a grandson that's just turned 3 and a grandson that just turned 1. So I'm going to be helping out with the boys for the next few days. And then it's my son-in-law's birthday. So my daughter's taking him out to dinner Sunday. So I'm going to watch my little granddaughter for them. So I wanted to get some crafting in now before the weekend begins because I won't have any time. So this will be fun for me to just get some crafting in. So that looks pretty. Not that straight, but because of this glue, you can move it around. When you use art glitter glue, which is this liquid glue, it grabs really quickly and it dries so fast that you have a hard time moving things. But this is fine. And now I was able to straighten it out and it looks good. So that'll go in there. This is just a piece of stationery that somebody could write on, or I could write on, depending on what I decide to do with this book. Let's see what we have. This is a picture of the Bronte sisters. Looking very serious, but I love the colors. So I'm going to back that, I think, onto a nice piece of paper here. What do we got? Oh, that one's nice. Okay, I'm just going to cut that. I could use my little guillotine, but I don't feel like dragging it out. I'm just going to use the scissors today. Okay, so let's see if I can get it semi-straight. Yeah, that looks pretty good. I think I'll trim a little bit more off the bottom. There we go. This is a little bit shiny paper, but it's okay. I just like the image. I've got a book, and it's all of, it's got all the stories and that they wrote. So I'm going to use that for pages in journals. All right, so this one seems to be a little harder to stick down because it is that shiny material, or paper, I should say. But you know what? I can use this. Believe it or not, this is just the handle off of a storage bin, but it works great for burnishing down your paper when you glue. All right. Yeah, so you can write on the back of that. Hopefully that will dry and stay. And that's going to, let's see, I think I just made it too big for this pocket, which I did, which is fine because I'm sure I can find another spot for it. I think maybe I should put this underneath my mat so that it gets flattened out. Okay, let's see what else we have. Right now, I'm just working on things that I've already pulled out and gotten ready to put in. I'll go back and find more things later that I can add in, but at least I'm trying to get as much of it done as I can. Let's see, this one also needs some backing paper. This one be nice. All right. And you can ink the edges if you want to. I don't think I'm going to. But that's something you can always go back and do once your book is done, actually. So that's something I might do. But for right now, I'm just gluing. All right. This is nice because you don't really have to think about what you're doing right now. You're just cutting and gluing. And again, I'll use this to burnish down the paper. It helps it to stick. Gets any air bubbles out. Oops, getting sticky. And it's not perfect, but it's okay. That just adds to the charm. And you can write on the back of that. And let's see if we can find a place for that before I move on. I just love the sound of this paper. Okay. Let's see, where can we go? Do I have a pocket big enough? Nope, it's too big. Wow, this is actually a big card. Nope, not gonna fit there. Let's see what we can find. What about here? It barely fits. Let me see. We'll go to another signature, not the small one. Let's go to the bigger one. Oh, it's having trouble laying flat because it's getting so chunky. That's fine. I like them that way. Let's see what we can find. The other thing we could do is we can glue it on and make it into a pocket. And I think that's exactly what I'm going to do. So I'm going to use my art glitter glue. Just put a thin line. Not right to the edge, because if you do, when you smush it down, it's going to come out and get all over the place. So let's see if this works. And this art glitter glue, like I said, it sticks. And once it sticks, it stays, which is great. But sometimes when you want to move things around, that's not the best glue for that. But that, there we go. And now we have a pocket on the top that we can slide something into right here. So we'll just let that dry. Oh, good. I found a spot for that. Okay, we're going to go back to where we were. If I can find it, where we were. Well, let's see. We'll just keep going. So we made that. We put that on. We put that on. These are already... Oh, this is a little notebook I made. Well, it's just a cluster of pretty papers, which you can rip up out of this little booklet and you can glue them anywhere. But it's just something cute to add to the pocket. Okay, that one's done. Yep, we did that one. Let's see what else we got. Yeah, there's definitely lots of space in here to add things. You don't have to fill every pocket. You want to be able to add things, you know, as you work in the journal. I love these images. Beautiful. And I love flowers. Here we go. This is where we left off. I found this beautiful image in an old book, and I thought maybe I could cover this envelope with it. And again, it doesn't have to be perfect. I'll probably put a big piece on the back to cover that, but isn't that pretty? And it's obviously too long. That's all right. Why don't I cut that now? Sorry. Cut that right across there. I like the wording on that. I might keep that. So, oh, that's so pretty. All right, we're going to move this over. I think I'll flip over my paper so that I don't get glue everywhere. Let's see. This is just an envelope that I got in the mail. And I thought it was such a nice envelope, I didn't want to throw it away. So here's a perfect example of taking something you get in the mail and turning it into something useful instead of throwing it away. All right, so plenty of glue. Now this one, I think what I'll do is I'm going to put some art glitter glue around the edges, because that will hold really well. You don't need a lot. This glue is so strong. Do all the edges, and you could do a little bit in the middle too. Okay. All right, so let's see. If you line it up with the bottom, it makes it a little bit easier to get it down. Again, we're gonna burnish the paper so that it adheres to the glue, and the glue underneath will spread out and it will stick really well. Get those edges. Wow, I really love that. It's so pretty. I think what I used was this little punch, but let me see. Just to indicate that it's a pocket. There we go. And now we can go ahead and glue the back, which I'm not that concerned about because I am going to cover that with a big piece of paper. I'm going to have to go through my papers and find something. But for right now, we'll just cover that up. Sometimes if you put glue on one piece of paper and then glue on wherever you're going to stick it, it sticks down even better. All right. I just love that. It's really pretty. I'm going to see if I can get at my big hole punch. Sorry. I don't like that little one there. That just looks silly. So, this is a big punch, but I think I can get it in there. Let's see. Actually, we'll just go right through both. How's that? Yeah, I think that would look better. Oh, it's not going to go. It's too thick. I don't know if this is going to fit inside. That's the problem with some of these stamps. I mean, these, yeah, they're you can cut things out with them, but yeah. All right. Well, it's a little wonky, but that's okay. We'll just cut that off. Let me see if I can straighten this out. Well, there's an example of how to mess up the thumb.